I was very, 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 very young when I realized I was a girl. I started to learn at some point in time that those things that happened to me were wrong, that was bad, that it wasn't supposed to happen. It was unfortunate for me that I started to pick up on that. At the same time, I found out I was black. Both positively, which is still negative, and negatively, having myself be called a nigger or something of that nature. Everything changed. When I started to school, the entire school was black. I went to Scott High School up in Toledo. Blackness wasn't an issue anymore. You know, black kids was running through the halls like, "What's up, my nigga?" when we were having fights for people calling us nigga in Des Moines. It was just a huge shift for me. But what did happen is that all of a sudden, my girlness became an issue again. At some point in time, I made it to college, and eventually what starts to get pointed out to me is that socially, both my blackness and my girlness are working against me all the time. That sometimes my black girlness is working against me. I didn't know the term double indemnity at that point in time, but the place that I recognized it the most was in the revolutionary world. I was alienated, and I said screw it. I dropped being a revolutionary and decided to become a rebel. I was involved in a drive-by shooting. I was caught off guard, and I was threatened with the same weapon that was used in the drive-by shooting. It happened out to be an AK-47 assault rifle. So I went to prison. It was the most profound wake-up call. So in 2006, I said, all right, I'm going to go back to school. The speech and debate team was looking for scholarship candidates. That was the life changer. That was the one that brought it all back together. The revolutionary spirit was reborn because it came into the world in a whole different light. The ability to communicate on a professional level, to be able to say to any and everybody what it is that's living in me, what it is that I am living in, the experiences that I have, the experiences that are inherent to this society specifically, the diminishment of womanness, the destruction of black womanness. There's this expectation of what it is and who it is we are supposed to be. There are only 3 or 4 of us to be. Those 3 or 4 are sold in our media. They are bought by us as consumers. They are believed because that's what is taught, and won't change unless we change it, unless we step up and say that this is bullshit, that being a black woman does not mean these things alone. I decided I was a feminist when I realized that I was strong enough to tell my story in any environment. Being a feminist for me, I guess, means in many ways being a woman. You're going to be subjected to something just because of your womanness. It's really unfortunate that often is objectifying and misogynistic and violent. Since I'm going to be seen as beguiling and the eve of destruction anyway, why not destroy something that needs to go?